everyone, it's Miss Vargas, and I wanted to take a few minutes to show some of my favorite yoga balancing poses. So, this is just a quick tutorial. This isn't a full yoga flow. Definitely go at your own pace. What I like about balancing poses is that you can pretty much do them anywhere. You don't need a lot of space. That said, right, be mindful of any furniture around you. We don't want you to get hurt, right? So make sure there's nothing, that could hurt you around you. And know that you might fall, and if you fall in a balancing pose, it's totally fine. Just get back up and try again. What I also like about these poses is that they're standing poses, so you don't need a mat for them either. And they can help us bring some balance into our lives. For all of these balancing poses, there are a couple things I want you to think about. They'll help you hold the pose for longer. One is getting really, really strong in your standing leg. So whatever leg you're standing on, feel strong in it, really bring your awareness to it. Try to balance your weight so the same amount of weight is on the ball of your foot, right? That's the front part of your foot, and also on the heel of your foot. Use your toes, right? Your toes will help you. Also think about your breathing. You should be breathing from your belly, right? Not so much from your chest, more from down here. And you should be breathing in through your nose and out through your nose as well. And just really focus on your breathing. Also focus your gaze. Choose a point that's not going to move. So if you're looking in a mirror, actually try not to look in the mirror. Try to look at something, behind you that's not going to move behind you. Or choose a spot on the wall, or if you're looking at a window, a tree, something that's going to stay in the same place, and focus your gaze there. Also focus on tightening your core muscles. That's also going to help you hold the pose. So let's start with one of my favorite poses, which is tree pose. I'll just tell you a little bit about it. I'll show you a little bit and then we can do it together. So for tree pose, you're going to have one of your legs come up, and you can place your foot either on the calf of your other leg, that's for less intensity, or if you want more intensity, you can place your foot on the thigh, the inner thigh or the inner calf. Both of them are good places, right? So it's wherever feels good for you. The important thing is that you don't want to place it right on the knee, right? If you place it right on the knee, you could end up getting hurt. So think about where you want to try, and we'll try this together. So we're going to start on our left legs. So feel really, really strong in your left leg, right? Balance that weight evenly. And then when you're ready, start to bring your right knee up. All right, think about where you want to place that foot. Place that foot either on the inside of your calf or the inside of your thigh. And bring your hands to heart center. Make sure you're choosing someplace in the distance to focus your gaze on, something that's not moving. If you want, you can keep your hands here. You could also extend your hands up as if they're the branches of the tree. All right, again, if you start to wobble, that's totally fine. Let's hold this for 2 more breaths, focusing on our breath. Again, in your practice, you can also hold it longer. All right, when you're ready, please put your hands back to heart center. Bring your right knee back in front of you and place your right knee down. And you can shake things out a little bit. All right, now let's try this balancing on the right leg. So we're gonna get really, really strong in our right leg. We're going to feel our right foot balancing its weight evenly between the front and the back parts using our toes. All right, when you're ready, bring your left knee up. Choose where you're going to place your left foot, right, either on the inside of your right thigh or the inside of your right calf. Choose somewhere to focus your gaze. Your hands can be at heart center, or you can lift up your hands, lift up your branches. Make sure your feet or your foot stays rooted to the ground. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. All right, let's bring our hands back to heart center. Bring your left knee back in front of you, and you can return to standing and shake things out a little bit. Now I want to show you figure 4 pose. Figure 4 pose is a really nice stretch for your hip flexor. So figure 4 pose. You're actually, and I'll just demonstrate a little bit before you try it, you're actually going to find your knees bended. It's almost like you're sitting in a chair, but there's no chair behind you, right? So your knees will be bended. You'll lift up one of your legs, your foot will be flexed, right? So flexed is like this, pointed is like this, flexed is like this, your foot is flexed. And you're going to place your ankle right in front of your opposite leg's knee. And then you'll be bent like this. So I'll come up, I'll shake things out a little bit, and then we can try this together. Same things as before. So let's make sure we're really, really strong in our left foot, our left leg. Distribute that weight evenly. Focus on your breath. Right, bend the knees. Lift up your right leg. Place your right ankle in front of your left knee. And hold. Right, your hands should be at heart center. Really feel this opening in your hip. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. All right, and we can get up. So notice that while we did that pose, our legs were actually like shaped like the number 4. So that's why it's called figure 4 pose. So let's try this again, this time balancing on our right leg. So let's feel really, really strong in our right leg. Begin to bend as if we're sitting in a chair. Lift up the left leg. Left ankle goes in front of the right knee. See how low you can go. And let's hold for 2 more breaths. Begin to straighten your standing leg. Bring your other knee in front of you, and then let's go back to stand. All right, the last pose that I want to try, and I might end up knocking something over just because there's not tons and tons of room, is called Warrior 3. And Warrior 3 I really like because I kind of feel like I'm flying. So Warrior 3, I'll just quickly demonstrate. You're going to be standing on one leg, your standing leg is straight, and your other leg is just going to go right behind you. And see, I always knock things over here. Your other foot is going to be flexed, right? So out like this, right? Flexed and not pointed. And you're going to lift your leg up higher and getting to this point where you're almost like in a T shape. Now your hands can be at heart center. Your arms could also go behind you, or they could go out in front of you. Another way to do it is to have your hands out to the side like an airplane. So these are all good options. So I'll come back, and now let's try it together. So let's all get really, really strong in our left leg. Return to your breath. You can put your hands at heart center. Begin to lift your right leg. Right foot is flexed. Now choose something below you to focus your gaze on. If you wish to change your arm placement, you may. Maybe you want to put your arms going straight behind you. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. All right, when you're ready, bring your arms back to heart center, your hands back to heart center. Lift up your belly and put your foot down. All right, now let's try this on the other leg. So let's get very strong in our right leg. We can put our hands at heart center, and let's begin lifting up with our left leg. Remember, left foot is flexed. Choose where to place your hands. I'm going to leave my hands at heart center this time. Focus your gaze at something below you that doesn't move. And let's hold for 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, begin to bring your left leg back down. All right, I really hope that you enjoyed these poses, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.